Did you know that $44 billion would fund the entire proposal for a high-speed rail line between Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver? In the Northeast, which is where this series is located, the proposed plans are estimated to cost around $100 billion. So our fictional character Nole Skum his pledge to pay $44 billion is entirely realistic. Anyway, welcome back to the story of Brookbury. Today is episode 2, and we are going to be working on continuing to expand this initial area, which, by the way, I haven't seen your comments yet for what we should name this area. That's why it's still asterisk A. Oh, look, Amity wood production, which also needs to be renamed, has reached level 2. And that is good. We can get some more stuff in here because we need more jobs. We're at 24%. So let's go ahead and go over here and get that added in. Okay, so first of all, what did we unlock? We unlocked, first of all, the workers' barracks. We definitely want to get that in here so that they can have workers a little bit closer, at times at least. I don't know how much they care about their workers. This evil corporation, Smokefield Industries. Bring this over here, and actually this is a cargo line. So we're going to want to plan to have cargo in here. We don't want to use up too much of the space on the workers then. So let's bring this road out a little bit more. Bring this in, and then we can get the workers there. There we go. So that will be that. Then we only have so much money left here. We're at 21,000, and we need to wait, essentially. So we'll wait on that. But what I want to do is we have in the main storyline for this series, Zeph Jebos. You'll remember he is Nole Skum's arch nemesis. And Jebos has gone out and recruited one of Skum's lower level employees to work for him. And the lower level employee, who I don't really have a name for yet, maybe you can suggest that as well. He was not subject to a non-compete, so he can immediately start working for Jebos. And he's been hired as a developer to help pick out what land Jebos is going to buy and what to do with that. And he already has decided to buy some of the land in here. So we're going to see Jebos buy this land out here. He can't buy the land that the forestry company has already purchased. He can come out this way and buy a whole bunch of land here. And they're going to be developing that for quick profit. Originally, Jebos was planning to just buy and hold, but he has some maybe some health issues that are leading Jebos to want to make quick profit a bit more. So the plan is that he will quickly develop this into something. Now, we do know that here, this comes out. Actually, this is going to be a tunnel. So he's already, Skum has already bought the right to do some of that. Which, when do we get trains unlocked? 11,000, so we need to go a bit more here. But in order to do that, we're going to need more jobs. So first of all, this gets a dash, and this will be -1. We'll rename that at some point as well, but dash means that Jebos has bought it. Asterisk means that Skum has bought it. Now, out in here, we also have Barlow Industrial Estate, which was purchased by Smokefield Industries. They're going to buy more land as well. Over on this side, we have a lot of land here that Skum has bought, and that is going to be land that he develops. In the meantime, we have a lot of ore in here. So we're going to see the industry come in here and buy this land. Which we have to be careful not to go too far here. About to there. Yeah. So that's another area that they have bought. They're not going to develop that yet because they can't really get over there. But what they can buy and start to develop is more land in here. And this is pretty flat land. They're planning to put factories over in here. So we'll get this bought by them. Not this area here, because this seems to be owned by probably some state-run entity of some sort. But did we unlock any factories yet? We do. We have the furniture factory. So we could get that in here. We also... No, this is not a cargo rail. This is a regional passenger rail. The only cargo rail we have going through here is over here. So we'll have to be careful about that. But this here... This is the smoke field industries. We'll call that smoke field industry, or smoke field tract A. And that's all they're going to do. I mean, they don't really care about what things are called. But I do want to get our factory in here. So we're going to work with, like, this regional rail line is already planned. Scum has already bought the right of way, the easement to build through there, so we're not going to touch that at all. But first, autosave, coffee time. Okay, and before we get too far down this path for the factories, one thing I just remembered is what I want your input on today is the names of the rivers. So we have one larger river that is being formed here, it would seem. And we have 1, 2, 3, well, this is 2 different streams, so maybe this one is one name with one branch and another branch, which we should really double check the direction of the sun, or like where east and west are. Okay, so east would appear to be over here. Yeah. So that is east, and west would be on the other side. Our rivers, then, you would have the east branch and the west branch, and then it goes out that way. So that is the direction of everything. Let me know in the comments below some names for rivers, and the ones that get the most likes in the comments will be the ones that I pick. So anyway, over in here, we are going to work on getting a furniture factory, which we need 22,000 for, so we can go ahead and start building that. And I think we'll just start developing right along the river and work our way in. They are going to plan a little bit, but not too much. They'll get a road, and actually it can be an industry road. They don't really care about design or walkability or anything like that. They just care about function, and so they're going to do this. They'll probably do a lot of grid and just make sure that their factories and designs are worthwhile. They might at some point try to talk Scum into letting them put in a train station here. But of course, he is going to be opposed to the idea of this at all. Oh, we need paper. Shoot, we gotta turn this off. We have to get a paper plant first, which is not going to be cheap. So a biomass pallet plant is needed for paper, and then we're going to need some warehouses. This will go in here. We'll put it oriented this way. And we want to go in here and control this. We want to enable restrictions, no imports. You're only taking from Amity wood production. Okay, but you can sell to anybody. Very good. So they will get wood. and immediately start to work. Yeah, they have wood there. We're going to create paper, so we need a warehouse. Go ahead and pave this road. We'll bring a road in here, and then we will get a warehouse in as well. So we can go with one of these. Go like that. And then this is going to be transfer manager. Enable restrictions. We want to get from here. We're going to import paper. And we want this to be set to empty. Which is what I think I set this one to, yeah. So we should be immediately getting rid of any timber that is coming in here. So right now they're exporting that timber and we're making money from it. But we're going to, in a minute, we'll get another warehouse over in the other area and we'll set that to fill. So now they should be then filling this up with other stuff. And then over in here, now we can get some warehouses for that. Now we do need $20,000 about to be able to do that. In the meantime, let's go check on our town. Unemployment is 19%, so we are improving that a little bit. We have a few abandoned things like this office because we don't have enough highly educated people to fill those jobs, which is partly why the industries are coming in. But once we get more, once we get the unemployment situation a little bit better, we're going to expand, fill out this. Actually, we'll sink the highway today, and then we'll start filling out in that direction and over this way. This is going to be a beautiful little area. Okay, I think I talked enough that now we can get this road in. And then some more houses. We'll bring that in here. And we'll get one here. And then in just a moment, we'll get the second one. Okay, so now we can set this to fill with paper. And yeah, we don't need to do any of that. We want reserve vehicles for unique factories, though. So anything they have will then be sent right to the factories. Fill with planed timber and reserve for the unique factories again. So they can order from anywhere that they find stuff, or like anywhere that there is paper and things like that. Slope too steep. Shoot. Okay. Anarchy, please. Bring a pipe through here. And out this way and in. And then we need power over here as well. And Amity Wood production has reached level 3. Excellent. Let's give them a substation, and that will produce a tiny bit of power. Actually, quite a bit of power. Put that here, and that is not too expensive, although that is going to cause a little bit of confusion in terms of our power grid. The other thing I want to do is get a diesel power station in over here. Spending the money on that now. And then we're going to bring a power line this way. Connect there. That'll be good. And then I want to bring it this way as well. There we go. So now all of our power grid should be connected. We can turn this on. Now, do they have... Yeah, they have some paper and planed timber over here, which is really good. And now what I want to do is go over here. And I do not want these ones to be exporting. Well, actually, they can. But let's set it to balanced now. Both of them. Which does mean that it may slow down the amount of stuff that we're shipping over here. And slow down our production. But that is going to be producing a bit more money now. So that won't be good. The highway project is going to be a little bit expensive. So we have to be careful not to use too much. Or like we have to save up money before we start working on that. Otherwise we'll like really block out a whole bunch of stuff. Although we probably could do a lot of it with MoveEd, come to think of it. Let's do that. What I want to do is I want to come in here. And these nodes are not lined up. I'm going to move this over here. And then sink this one down. About there, I think. And we'll have to figure out what to do here for the interchange. But we'll definitely get all of this tucked underground. And that will go just, well, actually, where does our district end? Right around here. So we are reaching about the limit of the land that Scum owns. So we'll go to here. And we'll get a smoother slope here to about here. And actually, we can go further than that. There we go. 2.5% slope. Should be easy enough. Make our way this way. We'll really fix that in a little bit. And then from here to here. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to grab that type of road and we're going to make that a tunnel. Okay, and apparently we need to be sunken down just a little bit more. Or what we could do is we can raise this up, just raise the ground up a tiny bit here. Okay, then we'll make the tunnel ends a little bit better in a minute. I do want to pause here. And we have plenty of money now that I can redo this interchange. And we'll take out this power line. Because we will make that look a bit better too. And this road can continue down here too. Okay, so first of all, we're going to, we'll use the planning road for this. And we'll smooth all of the terrain out as well. Here we go. Okay, so the planning road, we're going to bring this out here. And we'll get a little bit more grid-like in here now. This is going to come across here. And in fact, come all the way out like that. Okay, then we're going to turn this into an actual road. And we'll keep a diamond, keep it as a diamond interchange. Force brush is working in, so we can take this all out real quick. Now we own all the way out to the water. And what we will do is just have a simple road coming out here. And what we want is to come down ground level here. And then we want to go into the tunnel. Okay, so that we can just make look a little bit better. It's kind of steep, but I think it'll be okay. So we can't go down too far here because otherwise we'll interrupt the highway. But let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit here. Okay, so that should work for now. It's not the cleanest, but again, really the goal was to open up this highway. Oh, we need to clean up the ends here too. Okay, that should work. And then we can just grab our planning road here and bring it all the way across here. So that comes down here, and then we have unlocked pretty much the waterfront now, and that is going to really improve things. I do want to kind of fence this in, so we're going to go in here and we will get the zoo fence is really good for something like this, although I wonder if a key would look nice there too. Yeah, that looks really nice. Bring that in on both sides here. Yeah, and then we're going to copy that to all of the other ones. Okay, and that will work. That will definitely work. Okay, unemployment is down to 5%, so we can go in and we can start adding more people again. And I want to work our way in this direction. Now, the other thing is that I had been using vanilla trees remover. I got rid of that, so we can go in here and more easily upgrade our trees and stuff like that. We're going to keep using the same road for now, but we'll bring this down like that. And here we'll go ahead and upgrade this road now to an actual road. And the rail is going to have to go up to get over the river, which we can't build it yet. But oh yeah, we have to find it to unlock everything. Okay, so we're going to go into find it, options, and unlock all, which allows us now to reset our search there. We can use this planning railroad, even though we have not unlocked rails yet. So now this is going to go straight out here, and we want to be elevated. Let's go to 9. And we want that to go to about here. The 2% slope, that'll be fine. Same thing here, go all the way up to 9. There. Okay, then that did not quite get my slope the way it was supposed to, so we'll go out here and set it that way. Then what I want to do is make this elevated, like so. Go ahead and do that here. Nope. You have to be ground level over the highway here, apparently. Okay, then we can build this now, and we can sink it down. Go ahead and build all the way out to there. Then we'll grab these nodes, and we'll just make there be enough clearance here under the train track. Okay, then what I want to do is we want to check the slope here. Where are we at right now? From here to here we have 5.7. I guess we'll keep that. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. Then we want to get some grids in here. This is 10 units. which should be here. Nope. Here. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. I like that we get to go over the highway now. I want about here. No, I don't want to be locked to that. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to build a road this way. And then here. Okay, we'll build a road here too, I guess. Because here I want to go right across. Like that. Yeah, okay, so then we'll figure out where things are going to go. This is going to come down here and go over. And that can come in here as well. And those can continue that way. Here we have a little bit of a different setup. We'll go like that. Okay, now we have space that we can go ahead and start adding more people again. So let's go in and we are going to, well, first of all, go back to find it and turn off unlock all. And let's go in here now to Global and Rico. And we want some modern low rises and stuff. We are, I think I've said before, whoops, that I do want to get a little bit taller as we're getting closer to the waterfront, and maybe what we want to do is reserve this road. Anything over here is going to be park. Yeah, so we're going to want to be tall leading into the park, because they're going to have the prime location there. So we'll get some tall buildings out here. Will probably be the tallest ones we have in the area. Let's put this here. It's going to be 168. It'll also be the most luxurious buildings, or like the most luxurious condos available out here. They do have to walk a little bit farther to get to train station, but I think that will be fine, because it's really still only just a few blocks, and then they get a great river view and access to the park right there, which will be really good. Let's go ahead and give them water, and we can fix this pipe as well. We don't want to be under nothing. We want to be under the road. Okay, that will work. Get another one out this way. Then we need a little bit more along here in order to get the powered jump. This one's another really tall one. Let's put that on the corner. It fit like perfect in there. We can double it up too. That is very nice. Did that get the power to jump? No, not yet. One more block. Jolly, let's leave that out and we'll put some residential in here. Or not residential, a commercial. And over here, we'll put a little plaza. Yeah, that should be good. And then we'll just paint the surface in here. Okay, and then let's upgrade our trees. There, that is a nice addition so far. So we're getting 168 there, 170, 164, 160. And then we'll get some more, just a few jobs in there. But that has already boosted our population by about 1,000. But you can see this is really going to fill out here, and we can go tall all the way over here, and then we'll get smaller. And I'm envisioning a lot of like low-rise condo or townhouses over here, but we'll get there. In the meantime, oh, this does not have water here. I'll just bring this in like this. And how is our factory doing? That is making money. We have paper over here and timber. They're working on filling up. And these are doing well too. Amity wood production is making profit the way it is, which is good. And yeah, so I'm going to keep going here in a little bit. By the way, if you have enjoyed this video so far, please hit that like button. It really helps to spread the channel to more people. And that would be a really good thing, because then we'd get more people interested in things. But now, what I want to do, another thing here, is I want to try and get a few roads out that are going to go elsewhere. Although I think we'll wait on that, because right now we are a busy town and we can do oil industry. So we're going to do that. And that is really all that we get here. That would be really exciting. But we do get a few policies here, and we could do Old Town policy through here. But I also think we're going to go over here to Robert Bell's home and do Old Town policy there, because he doesn't want anybody driving through if we ever connect that road elsewhere. I don't think it'll be an issue at all, but we'll do that anyway. Now, I want to work on the oil. So we are going to bring in a road over here. I think they would come off of the interchange here. And we're going to take out the trees in here. And this is all going to be the property of our oil, or not our oil, our industry conglomerate as a whole. Barlow Industrial Estate. I think that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and go in here and get an oil main building. Barlow Petrochemicals. Yeah, that'll be good. We get a small oil pump, oil sludge, and crude oil tank farm. So the first thing we need to do is kind of plan out a little bit what is going to go in here. And actually, I think what we'll do is we'll just have the thing about the oil industry area is that the pumps can really squeeze in anywhere. But we'll go ahead and get a couple of these in here. Don't want to be too close to the other stuff, so we'll get two like that. Don't want to put them too close together. And then we'll bring a road back this way. We'll get another one here and there. So now we have 4 of those. And we will get some water over here as well. And we will bring power from over here. Okay, then in this spot, we're going to get this thing, whatever it's called. We'll put it over this way, and we'll put a storage one here. That should all get the power to jump, yep. Okay, now transfer manager, we want this to be balanced. And we are going to enable restrictions. We don't want to import. You can take it from our own place here. You can export if you need to. Okay, now we can unpause. And we need a warehouse for the chemicals that we are producing. The petroleum, that's what we've got coming out here. We want that to be set to empty, but we will have it be petroleum here. Enable restrictions. Okay, so let's speed this up. We are going to be producing some oil out of here. I think what we'll do is we'll get some more roads coming off here. And then we can get a few more oil wells in. There we go. So that should be pretty good. And get that going pretty well. Again, we have rail here, so eventually we're going to get a cargo station in here. Hopefully this is not going to be in the way. But we will get that there. Trying to decide, where does this one go? That connects out here too, so we could easily bring another rail line out here to the oil, which would be really good to have. Okay, so that gets that going. We also, when do we get an oil thing? This one here, household plastics. We get that at level 2 oil industry. So we have the workers, we just need the production. Okay, that is good. Then, it's going to cause more and more people to be driving, which is a bummer. But also we have backup here. Let's give them a second lane. As of now, we're just using regular highway roads, but I think what I want to do is let's go in here. Where is it? Here we go. And replace them. 2 lanes there coming out. There we go. So now they're going to have 2-way out, and we can have a traffic light there. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's build a timed light here. We're going to put both of these on the timed light. Set this up. We want... Actually, first of all, I want to get 2 lanes over here as well. Okay, now our timed light. Okay, very basic timed light, but that will get them flowing a little bit better because now they can get out that way. And it should be managed a little bit better. Yeah, I think that should work for a while. We may have to come back and tweak that a little bit, but it should be okay. Unemployment is at 23%, so I don't want to cut out I don't want to... We have jobs available if we could only get to have a college, but we need 8,000 to get that. So we're not going to get that anytime soon. I don't want to add more dirty industry in here. I think this is plenty for that town. I mean, we could get a little bit more over here, but then, of course, people are going to have to drive further. I think that's what we're going to have to do, though. Our wood production, we can continue to expand, though. So let's do that. We can get some smaller fields. And what else do we need there? We need more workers. Okay. So yeah, let's get another row of fields out here. Okay, so that will definitely increase our production there. That will be good. And over here, we are pretty much just waiting to get that production up. We're not making too much yet because we haven't really been able to make too much petroleum yet, I think. Yeah, we haven't had any output there. Once we start outputting that, we'll start to make money from that too, but we don't have very much oil stored yet because we have not been around too long. Actually, this could be set to fill now. Should all be good. Okay. Then over here, and let's fill. Okay. Just trying to look to see how we're doing some of this already. Not enough buyers. Are we restricting exports? No, they can export from there. So what we could do is we could get another one over here. Here, what we're going to do, yeah. get a sawdust storage thing. Because we have a sawmill. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Put this here. And we're going to set this to empty. But we are going to only buy from our own place here. And then I want to have everything here be exported. Which means we don't need to do anything there. Reserve vehicles for outside connections. That should be good. What happens when I do open offers? Hey, look at that. We can see stuff going on. Okay. So that is going to, like, we're going to bring wood over here, where they're going to bring it out here. And then they are going to export it. So we have a lot of people coming in. And then we are going to be exporting. Like a lot of wood coming in, and then they're exporting that, which should increase the amount we're making, which currently is not profit. Interesting. But yeah, that should be fine. What do we have this set to? That can export just fine. That warehouse can export paper. And this one, hey, Amity wood production has reached level 4. Excellent. So we can do a couple more things here. And we can get a maintenance building, which will increase our efficiency. You're exporting as well. Okay, we can just turn off that. Yeah, so we really, I think we should be making profit. What's really big, though, is over here, we're making profit from our industry, which is good. And we have plenty of paper and products out here. Barlow has made level 2 as well, which is good. Then we can get another factory as well. Unemployment is 18%. Okay, so we're going to add to our forestry first. We need to plan out, though. I mean, we get trains at 11,000. We need to reserve space here. Did they buy this land? No, they don't own that land. I want them mostly to be raw production here, but I definitely want to get the train station in here. So I think what we'll do is right in here, we'll have the road continue. And what do we have available? We get the engineered wood plant, which will be another thing producing planed timber. Let's put that there. And that's the, we don't have a pulp mill yet. Go ahead and give them another one of these. Sawdust storage, which will put logs there. Or we could do a wood, let's do wood chip. And let's bring a road out this way. How deep was that? It was 8 deep. Okay, so this one we want to fill. Buying restrictions, we don't want to import, and we are only bringing wood in from here. Okay. That will be good, and then we're going to be producing planed timber out of here, and that can go to the warehouse. But first, autosave, coffee time. Okay, so that should be good for our timber, our wood production for now. One thing that we're going to do next is we're going to get some industry out here. So at first, let's go ahead and add to the oil industry because we've reached level 2. Actually, we don't have the money to do that. We need more money. We're getting more money. I want to go in here and I want some industry buildings out here. And I think what we'll do, yeah, these here. Brick, that costs 21,000 to build, though. So it's cheaper. Doesn't quite fit there. That'll be fine, though. So that provides 41 jobs out here, and we'll get a few more buildings like that because we're going to like move some of that dirty industry over to here, which will be good. But in the meantime, our mayor, Mayor Leah Barker, I believe her name is, she has faced a bit of pressure now that we have more and more jobs appearing outside of the town. She has a bit of pressure to get some subsidized buses set up, because we have buses, we have trolley buses and trams available here. And I think she will start with bus. So what she's going to do is work with the Ride Transit Company to get some buses going. We have to get $40,000 to do that, though. We're making $3,000 a week, so we'll just let this run for a little bit, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so we have the money, but first I realized a moment ago that I never reconnected this power to anything. Pretty much anything. I didn't connect it to anything. So we're going to bring this over here and just go ahead and bring it in here somewhere. What we'll do, see, there's nowhere good to connect it. But we'll do this like that for now. We'll make it better. But buses, that's what we have the money for now, and we are going to bring them in here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this to an industry road out here. And then we will bring road out this way for our bus depot in here, hopefully. Yep, okay. Can fit that there. So now we can do buses. And I'm going to pause it for a minute. What I want to do is we're going to bring them in here. This is one reason why we have these roads. We're going to stop there. That'll get one bus going in there, and then we're going to bring that out to forestry industry and come back. And we'll just do that bus line 1 for now. But the type that I want, I think we should be fine with a pretty small bus. So we'll just do 70 people. I think that's way too many. 20. Yeah, a lot of these are pretty big. I think we'll go ahead with the minibus. I'm going to do 4 of them. So that'll get that going. And then we need another one going over here. And that start here. That can go on the other side of that street. Okay, that gives us 2, and we'll get one more going over here, because we're about to get another factory there. And that can stop on that side. Okay, so we have those 3. And we should have them coming out by now. Yep, here's a minibus. Picking up a few people. Nobody yet, I guess. Oh, here comes somebody. Did she get on the bus? Or is she still waiting? I did not see. Here, we've got one waiting. So they are taking their buses. That is really good to see. That's what we want. And over here, yeah, we have not enough workers. We just need to get people over there. There they go. Okay. Then, we don't have the money for that factory yet. Let's save up some more money. Our budget, we're fluctuating right now. And a lot of that is our industry. Because we haven't quite filled up our stuff here. That is filled. So this should start to make more money very, very soon. Over here, we don't quite have filled paper and timber yet. And part of that is because we were filling that up and that. Very good. This one, yeah, I mean, wood, we should be pretty good. But again, we're not making a ton. We need to be producing more products. And we're not quite exporting those from here, because right now that's fine. We're just moving them to other places. And they are set to balanced. So we want to get that a bit higher. I wonder if I set this to empty. So they're just temporary storage there. These are set to fill. So we're not exporting. We're filling these up right now. That is the goal. And then these are both reserved, I believe, for unique factories, yeah. Okay, so that's that plan there. These are adding more. Let's go ahead and get some more factories in here. And that should, again, provide us with more jobs out here. Unemployment should be going down, yet 12%. Pretty soon we'll be ready to add more people, and then that will help things too. Our profit, yeah, that is fluctuating, as happens with the industry's DLC. And we should be seeing more people on those little bus lines now, yeah. Not very many. But we do have 23 people waiting downtown, so I think we are going to see more of that going up. They're waiting there, and then they're going to go right out there. Oh, we don't want any heavy traffic in here. Policies. City planning, heavy traffic ban. So that should prevent any big trucks from coming in here. Delivery vans are fine, but we don't want any big things coming, like this one right here. Container truck. Industry delivery. Flag is large vehicle. Okay, so I've marked all of those as large vehicles, so we should see fewer of them in there because of the no big trucks mod. And unemployment is now 11%. I'm going to add one more. Well, these they need more workers on here, so we are going to see unemployment continue to drop out there. And we can expand a tiny bit here. We can do petrochemical plant, which will produce plastic. Put that here. Then we need another warehouse. What do we have this set to? Empty. Set that to empty. Plastic. Only buying from Barlow. Very good. So then, out here, we want to get another factory. We can now do household plastic, which needs petroleum and plastic to produce. But we also need $50,000 to build it. So we're going to need a little bit more time for that. And then we'll get that in there. Yeah, that can go like right next to it. So let's get more money. Okay, so Barlow has reached level 3. So we have large oil pumps and a toy factory, oil storage, and a few other storage things. So that is good to know. But we still don't have the money that we need to get our factory in over here. So we are going to continue to save up. Okay, so here we are. So what I want to do is get our industry road. And I had speed slider had been set to slower, which is part of why it was taking a while to save up money. But now we have this available. I sped that back up. So we are going to bring a road down this way. We'll go ahead and get a train crossing here because eventually we'll want one there. But then in here we are going to get our household plastic factory. What is this? Toy factory, paper, plain timber, and plastic. We'll be able to build that too, actually. But we'll get this one in first. And then we need 2 warehouses out here. And will they fit here? They will. 1, 2 of those. Then we want to set these to fill, and we want petroleum, fill, plastic. Then we are going to restrict anything there we don't want to import, and we want to enable restriction. Actually, no, we want here reserve vehicles for unique factories. Same thing here. That's pretty much the only thing we need. We can't import anyway because you can't import plastic and petroleum. But that should be fine here. Then we are going to get some water. And we should be operational. And that will up our production or our money as well. Unemployment is now only 7%, so we're doing good in that regards. Let's go ahead and get a road here. And then we'll get our toy factory in. So the toy factory is going to cost $100,000 to build. Maybe we'll wait on that. In the meantime, we do need more people. So we are going to come in here, and we're also having trouble with the day-night cycle. Just moving back and forth with ultimate eye candy. It happens. We are going to get more buildings in here. These have been abandoned. Well, that's a bummer. Continue to have these issues, primarily because our land value is not quite high enough to support the level 4 buildings. It's getting there over here, but not over in here yet. We need to add. We're going to put in the buildings, and then we'll come back and add our little plazas to up the value. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get some of these in. We want to be taller buildings, though. This is a good one here. That costs $100,000 to build this one. But it may be a really great... Nah. I feel like it's a little too big. Would be really pretty here. We'll save that block for now. This one has a plaza footprint, so it has to be on a different block. But these, now, how many people do we have? There's a level 5 as well, so, and both of these are level 5. So they're eventually going to get abandoned, and that gave us more unemployment anyway. So let's go ahead and in here we're going to paint this. And then we will get a park in here. Got to get that land value up and services. So that should add to that area a little bit. And you know what we can do? We can come in here. We can get a park area out here because this is going to be our riverfront. And let's go ahead and get a city park in. The main gate right here. Actually, we'll put that closer to that thing. And we want to not be called Woodhill, but we do get a Park Plaza, info booth, and other stuff real quick. I want this to be Riverfront Park. And we'll get a nice tree-lined path coming right down to the riverfront. Let's get a key along here as well. And we'll have this one. We're going to pause for a minute. That'll be a nice little thing here. And eventually I think we could get a ferry line as well somewhere. Perhaps connecting over to there, or we're going to have a town over here. That'll be good, yeah. Okay, and normally I go in and I fix the height, but I feel like that is actually a pretty good height already. So what I want to do is bring this all the way down to the key so they can connect to that, and then we'll also come in here and we'll get a plaza in here right away, and then we'll get a cafe next to that. Both sides. We won't have a restroom there. We will have an info booth and bring a path out that way. And then let's replace the trees on that path. There we go. So now that should be increasing the amount of park stuff we have out. We could add some park along there as well, or like tennis courts or something. A city pool could be good in here. I get that right here. Some tennis courts out this way. There we go. So that should really be increasing the attractiveness, and entertainment level is really high. That is going to pretty good. Let's go ahead and crank that price up. Which should, all of this should be increasing the land value. Yeah, that is helping a little bit out here. Hopefully that will help keep that in place. Now we've got unemployment of 23% already. Just those two buildings, but we do have the money now. We are like rolling in the dough now. This is making good money. This is making good money. Chemicals are, that is flat. That is flat. That's fine. We can have these be flat in terms of income because we want to really be feeding these industries. So next we are going to get the toy factory, planed timber, paper, and plastic. That can go here. And it should already have stuff here. Yeah, we don't have much plastic produced. We have those produced. So let's go in here and we're going to up our production in our industry area as well. So oil, we want to produce more paper or plastic and petroleum. We're going to get this here. We'll get one of these in over here, although I want a road there. That'll already double our production. And we have plenty of oil in those spots. That will be good. And then over in... Oh, look at that big town. 8,000 people. Excellent. That's really exciting because that unlocks campus areas and college. So now we are going to get a... I want a trade school. That'll be our first one available. Though that's going to cost us money to have it. I also don't have a plan for where we're going to put it yet. So we're going to hold off on college, even though we've been really excited to get that. Slow this back down. Okay, now we want to up our production out of here because we don't have that much output. So let's get another... we have to be careful because we already just built the engineered. We need another sawmill. We have space here because the rail is only going to fit so much, and we're like, it's gonna go over there. This can be turned. That buys us a little bit more space here for sawmill. Yeah, engineered wood. Actually, both of those produce plain timber, so we want another biomass pellet plant. And those are pretty big, because that's what this is. So that's not going to fit there. Let's continue to expand out this way then. And we can pave more of their road then. Okay, so that can go out that way, and we'll get that in here. Oh, we have property anarchy on. There we go. Okay, now we can go in here and get another biomass pellet plant. There. Yeah, make sure we've got water out that way. And that should double our production of paper as well, which will help our industries This is full. That's full. These are all full. And set to, that one's set to fill. That's set to fill. This one is the one that we want to be exporting. Reserved for outside. Should be selling then. All the trucks are in use. So they are exporting. What we really could use is trains to get that exporting a bit faster. We're filled with planed timber, which is good, and paper is going to fill up soon too. That is going to be really good. Then, for more jobs, what we'll do is we'll get more of these buildings in here. And I'm trying to decide where to put them. I think we'll put them over this way. I think we'll get a key along here as well. This one can be a standard. Well, actually, yeah, we'll have it be a regular key. Can go all the way to there. It doesn't quite connect well, so we're going to use move it. And then the same thing over here. Just going to use move it to get this in place, but be at the same height as that. Yep, and then that opens up a little bit more space to come down here and get another factory building in. That's going to be too big. There we go. I like that. And then we can just fill this with concrete. And that should give us quite a few jobs here. I'll take a look in just a moment. So that gives us 23, 23, and 97. And let's check on those bus routes. So they're all producing plenty of passengers, and in fact, let's add 2 more vehicles on there. We may want to increase the size. Oh, Barlow has reached level 4. Excellent. We can get some bigger drilling rigs. Yeah, I think we're going to need bigger buses soon. We don't want to have too many. We don't want to clog our streets with those, but we do want to have the frequency of service as well. So we want to make sure we've got some of that going. These are, I mean, our money, we're raking in so much now. It's good to see. We're making a bit more progress here. Our dirty industry is taking over, which is really good over in this area. I like that. And traffic isn't too bad. A lot of the traffic that we're seeing, we're at 77%. That's really due to the highways. Because we have a lot of through traffic coming through and only 2 lanes. So at some point we may want to upgrade to 3 lanes on that highway, or we may even eventually see the federal government come in and say, you know what, we are going to build a little bit more highways in here. Because if we get a town in here and a town in here, the highway might want, like the federal government might come in and want to build a bypass or something. There's more and more people. That is something that might happen, but we'll see fewer people taking the highway as we get more of our transit network built, but we can't quite build that yet. In the meantime, we do need to decide where we're going to put our trade school. And I think it does make sense to have it in the central area. Maybe we fit it over in here. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that here. So we're going to get a campus area on this side, and it's going to be a trade school. I want to bring this road down. We're going to make it a tree-lined road, and we'll fix what tree is on there in a little bit. But this will continue down here and even be in that direction. Then we can come in and we'll go ahead and get our trade school building over here. So This power line is no longer needed. Okay, so I don't know how it happened, but I eventually, like, I hit pause for a power or a autosave. Actually, that's how it happened. I hit pause for an autosave, and then I built the trade school before I realized that I finished or that I had paused it. So we have this built. We added some dormitories over here. We added the study hall and the book club there. I put the police thing here. I'm not quite sold on it there because you know what we could do? We could get a path through here, or they probably can cross through there. We'll have to take a look to see if people are crossing through there. We can add more stuff over there. But, and then we added this here so that people can get across, and we added a park here just so that there can be power jumping as well. But if I've already released it, then the next video in the series is on the screen now. And if not, I've hand selected the one that I think you will enjoy. So be sure to click on that and watch it and continue watching my builds. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.